The following film contains mature content that may not be suitable for all audiences. It addresses sensitive topics, including child abuse, which may be distressing to some viewers. If you have experienced trauma or triggered by the subject matter, we strongly encourage you to stop the video. If you or someone you know is experiencing child abuse, please contact your local child protective services or a trusted authority immediately. Viewers' discretion is advised. Thank you for taking the time to read this disclaimer, and please, take care of yourself. We hope you find meaning in the story.
Yo, you good, man? You've been quiet ever since practice.
It's my best friend, Michael. Something's off. He's been distant. More than usual.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, he's got fire on the field, but something's eating him up. Does he have a tummy ache?
No, not at all.
Then what is it?
It's his mom. He never talks about her. But when he does, it's like he's reliving a war.
You are in so much trouble, young man.
Whoa, what the fuck? That's not good.
I know. We must go out and save him.
I'll write your tale.
This is seriously the third time I've been hearing this commotion this month.
Hello, I'm calling to report that there is a loud commotion of a man that I've been hearing over and over again. Please, get over here as quickly as possible, because we were trying to barge into the store.
Michael, open the door. Michael, can you hear me? Open up!
Shit! Even his neighbors can hear him!
I know they do not want to do anything the wrong way, but we gotta stop his heartless excuse of a mother.
You think you're better than me? You think football's gonna save you? I gave you life.
You didn't give me life. You ruined it.
That's enough, Denisha. Not again. Not this time. You won't be abusing our son anymore. Not now. Not ever.
Don't start, Terrence. You've always taken his side.
You better open the door right now, or else I'll send someone over to knock the door out loud for you.
Oh, what's the matter? You can't break in the door. Well, that's just so sad, because you're the biggest weakling of a husband who can't even exercise on a daily basis. Too bad that cancer is on your way now.
Oh, you want to insult me? Well, I may not have the strength to barge into your door, but I can bring somebody who will.
Is that so? Then who is it?
You better back away from Michael.
You have gone way too far now.
What the actual fuck? That guy from the real world?
You're damn right I am. I'm here along with these folks because there have been complaints about the commotion that you caused 3 times this month.
I didn't do anything to my son.
Is that so? Why the fuck would you put my best friend's life in jeopardy then? We saw him having marks and bruises all over him. Just fucking why? Why would you do that to your son?
This is seriously none of y'all's business, and you thought you have the right to invade my property like this?
Michael, baby, are you alright?
Denisha, you cannot treat your son like this, especially when he's a college football player. You seriously started to treat him like utter shit. My God, by the time police come, I will call the CPS and ask them for you to lose your custody to your son, then I will also file a divorce for you. I've been giving you a lot of the benefit of the doubt to have you improve your behavior, but it seems to me that you haven't learned your lesson the hard way. Now you'll get what is coming to you next, Denisha.
Yay, you seriously have gone way too far now. You seriously tried to threaten him to quit his future and his dreams. What kind of a mother deserves to get her name cleared for this?
And on top of that, I heard you haven't been a good mom ever since you got back with him along with his dad when he was a child. You just simply chose to abuse him since he was a baby.
What? I didn't abuse him when he was a baby.
Yeah, you did. You did abuse me and continue abuse me for the whole 20 years. You started to abuse me when I was a child. When I was a baby, you were there when I was injured. You knew I was injured. You knew I was being abused. You were there when I was being abused. All because of you. Every time I had either called you or you called me on the phone, you were drunk every single time you called me. And when I was about to start my football career, you didn't go to at least one football game when I played since middle school. Not to mention that you wrote this heartless journal entry you wrote from your diary that you showed me 8 months ago, and it reads,
Michael, let's go outside. Let's get out and get some fresh air.
And I'm going out to call the CPS on you as well.
First of all, this is truly an American nightmare.
Whatever. You can say whatever you want to say. But I didn't do anything to my son. I've been sacrificing everything for him, and this is how he repays me?
What do you sacrifice?
Everything.
What is everything? Exactly as I thought.
Whatever.
Do not give me whatever. Scumbags like you will always say the word whatever when they have nothing else to say, and you say whatever.
And you know, we previously dealt with a
Whatever.
dirtbag with a lie detector test, but I don't think we need a lie detector test
Whatever.
for you to prove that you didn't abuse your son ever since he is a baby. And I can read this journal
Whatever.
entry you wrote that hurt him. So before I read this journal,
Whatever.
you better get your ass out of your chair.
No. I have every right to sit, considering this is my house.
I'm not going to say this again. You better stand up. We're not gonna move forward until you get out of the chair.
Whatever. You clowns
Whatever.
are going to pay for meddling my business.
And now, I will read this journal entry you wrote that you showed your son. April 13th, I hate that boy sometimes. I know it sounds awful to write down, but I can't help it. Ever since Michael was born, it felt like my freedom disappeared. Everyone wanted me to be this perfect mother, but nobody asked me if I was ready. I never was. I never wanted this life. Not with Terrence, not with a screaming baby, not with bills piling up and dreams fading. He was always too soft. Too sensitive. Always crying, always needing something. I tried to toughen him up, but nothing worked. Maybe I did go too far some days, but I had to teach him how the world works. No one else was going to do it. I saw him smiling on that field last year, and all I could think was he's becoming something without me. That little ungrateful brat doesn't even realize how much I've given up for him. And now he wants to be a football star. Nah. I made him. I can break him too.
That's taken out of context. That was a private entry. I was venting.
Well, that's why we tell you to stand up. You made your son uncomfortable and feel the pain, and you don't get to sit down and be comfortable yourself.
Whatever. That's a lie.
Whatever.
Honestly, you really think that your past actions of abusing your son can be forgotten about? Hell no! Because you continued to abuse him for the whole 20 years of his life. You clearly don't get anything right at all. You think about yourself for the last 20 years over your kids, and simply you're a selfish mother who doesn't deserve to be a mother.
Fuck you all. Where's Michael? I'll fucking give him a belt beating for bringing you clowns over.
Hey, you don't go after him.
Don't touch me.
We're stopping you, moron.
Oh, push me again. Push me. I dare you.
No.
Go ahead. Put your hands on me now. I'm not putting my hands on you. Put your hands on me. See what happens. There's not going to be any more pushing. Put your hands on me.
Haha. No, you are starting to get real handsy here.
Oh, you really think this is funny, you little bitch? You wanna smile? You wanna laugh? You wanna laugh at our expense? Abuse me, bitch. Abuse me. We know everything that is happening out here. And you're not going to stand here and say, I didn't do it. Because you're gonna get a chance to prove it in court. And I ultimately hope that not only will you be sentenced to prison, but you will also lose custody of your son by the CPS.
Whatever.
Whatever! Whatever!
Yeah!
Denisha, you can't sit on the couch. We told you to never sit down.
And by the way, that police officer who showed up is actually my mom, a Pristine City police officer for over 18 years.
Ha ha ha. That's your mom? She looks more as a fucking prostitute than as a cop.
Oh, so when I go to your house, that's the greeting I get. Huh?
Now you'd better stand up, or else my mom will have to make you stand up. You made your son uncomfortable for the last 20 years. You don't get to be comfortable.
No.
I will warn you one more time. Like what my son just told you, you don't get to sit down and be comfortable if you abused your son over 2 decades of his life. You will have to stand up and put your hands behind your back. I'm not going to say this one more time. That's the final warning, and that will be it. Stand up, and put your hands behind your back. Right now. Danisha Harris, you are under arrest for child abuse, felony assault, and domestic abuse. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you.
This isn't over.
Oh yes it is. Your time is finally up, and you don't get to abuse your son anymore. Soon enough, court will soon be right after your tail, and CPS will also soon be right after your tail.
I didn't show my son the paper, and I didn't abuse my son.
Like I said, you're gonna get a chance to prove it in court. Don't prove it to us anymore. Prove it in court, so learn to knock and dead when you need it.
Well, you clearly don't even have any fundamentals to be the mother. That being said, I don't think you're even capable of that. You clearly think about yourself. Not only that, but you also think about your son. But the bad thing is that you think about them in the wrong way. You abuse your son, you ruined his life, you try to rob his dreams, you show your heartless journal entries to your son, you didn't go to one football game, you're not there for him, when you do call him you're drunk, and with that, stay as a heartless piece of shit mother you really are, and get the hell off my sight!
Let's go, Danisha. To the police car you go.
Well, the great thing about it is that now you have a father on your side now.
Yes, he is a great father even though he is currently fighting cancer.
Dude, I don't want you to dig deep where I can't rescue enough. And you know what, I think we've seen enough of your mother's true colors.
Honestly, sir, since she abused your son for almost 20 years, you shouldn't be giving her more than a second chance to redeem herself. Clearly, she won't be able to change that for him. And unfortunately, it's a rotten world that we're living in. That is, every child deserves to have a parent. But not every parent deserves a child, including her.
And honestly, I really don't know what's gonna happen in the next few months regarding with you and your mother. But once the police have closed this case, once the CPS finds her guilty, once the court finds her guilty, and once everybody finds her guilty, she will get what she deserves, and we hope she can rot in hell.
And with that, I hope you get all the help you need, and hope that Danisha gets locked up in her cell and goes to prison. Good luck.
3 months later, Danisha Harris stood before the court of Pristine City, charged with felony child abuse, aggravated assault, and endangering the welfare of a minor. Despite her denial and emotional outbursts during the trial, the evidence was undeniable: testimonies from neighbors, Michael's visible injuries, the damaged journal entry, and her long history of emotional manipulation. The jury found her guilty on all counts. She was sentenced to 24 years in state prison, with eligibility for parole after 18. The judge described her actions as systematic, heartless, and deeply damaging. The courtroom was silent as she was led away in handcuffs again, but this time for good. During her incarceration, she was barred from contacting Michael directly or indirectly. A restraining order was made permanent. Upon her eventual release, she will be placed under parole supervision, with mandated psychological evaluations and a ban from holding guardianship of any minors. CPS officially terminated her parental rights shortly after the trial concluded. The agency issued an apology to Michael for missing early warning signs over the years and promised internal reforms, opening a broader investigation into other overlooked abuse reports within Pristine City. As for Danisha's family, most of them distanced themselves from her after the conviction. Her parents, once quietly supportive, publicly condemned her behavior, calling it shameful and tragic no one came to visit her in prison. Michael, now free from his mother's shadow, began therapy and gradually returned to his life. With Lance, Jason, Destiny, and his father Terrence by his side, he reclaimed his dreams. Despite Terrence's ongoing battle with cancer, their bond grew stronger than ever. Michael was later offered a scholarship extension and a shot at playing in the university's starting lineup. And though the past couldn't be erased, he stepped into his future scarred, but not broken.